Jesse Lopez, the one-man band on the Chris Top program.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? My name is Dorcas Maximus, Commander of the Dorks of the North, General of the Dork Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor, Dork Vader. And I will have my vengeance. Dorks of the world, unite!
I get Dollar Shave Club blades delivered, so I always have a shave with a fresh blade. Does that make me a genius? Yes. Yes, it does. I use the 4X, aka the Lover's Blade. Just go to the ChrisTopProgram.com and click on the Dollar Shave Club link, and you will never spend a fortune on shaving again. You might look at it as a great close shave experience, but I look at it as one step closer to being awesome.
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either tap in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either tap in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of that flat back in 1970. What didn't know about the World Wide Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groovy long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 player. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
Only Chris Top.
Hear the music on the Chris Top program. Hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
Sunny Clarksville, Tennessee.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee. You know, it is kind of sunny. It was rainy yesterday. Oh, man. And I was on the road a lot yesterday, and just in the rain, driving through Nashville. It was horrible. But now I'm here, and I'm safe, and I'm cozy. And it's nice. We're going to the Olive Garden tonight. I love the Olive Garden. They've got that never-ending pasta bowl thing going on. And I can never get... Because the first bowl they bring you... Well, you got all those darn breadsticks. Then you got the salad. And then they've got that huge... Just the huge first helping that they give you. And then it's like you're so full. But then you're like, oh, I got to get just one more bowl. And then they bring you out like a smaller bowl the next time. And then you're done. You're just done. So I don't know... I get my money's worth, I think. If I just ate the salad and the breadsticks, I think I'd get my money's worth. But it's so good. I don't know. I love it. I just love it. Now, speaking of things I love, I've got a great Christmas idea for you, because it's that time of the year you got to start thinking about this stuff, right? I recently joined the Dollar Shave Club. It is so cool because I got my first razor in the mail the other day. And it's $5, and they send them right to my door, which is right to my door once a month. And I don't ever have to buy razors, and they're inexpensive, and they're great razors. And they sent me a sample of that shave butter, and I put that on my face. I'm going to add some of that to my next order, just because it's like spreading heaven on my face. It's like I run the blade over it, and then the whiskers, they just fall off. But it's a great Christmas idea. You know how you're, like, especially like if you work somewhere and you're set on a budget where you can only spend X amount of dollars on somebody. You could spend $5 or do 25 and get them 5 months worth. What an amazing gift, isn't it? And I know they have gift cards on the site as well, so you could go that route. But it's definitely worth checking out. And if you're on the ChrisTopProgram.com, just click on the little link and hook yourself up and hook a buddy up. I've got the little banner right there by the chat box. It says a great shave for a few bucks a month. Do it. Just click on that. And it's real easy. And watch the video, too, on the website. It'll make you laugh. It's good. Now, today on the show, we've got Jesse Lopez. And his limo is about to pull up, I think, any minute. But I think you're going to be so impressed, not just with Jesse's talent, because he sings, he performs, or he plays all the instruments on his tracks, and he's got a great story too, and that's kind of what I'm going to focus on. And we've got 4 songs we're going to play today. But we're really going to focus hard, I think, on the story because it's so inspirational and it's just nice. And I've said this on the show before. You know, a lot of times people think they're in situations, they think they're alone, but you're not alone. And I love sharing those stories that let people know that they don't have to go it by themselves. There's always somebody out there to talk to. So Jessie Lopez coming right up. I'm so excited. It's so good. It's so good to see you guys. It really is. Jessie Lopez coming up on the Chris Top program.
Are you ready to be a podcast superstar?
Publishing your podcast is a simple 3-step process.
Produce your podcast.
Write your blog post.
Publish.
Think of it as a recipe. WordPress plus PowerPress plus Blueberry hosting
Equals success.
No third-party sites
You
to log
never leave
into.
your own website.
You remain in control.
You own your RSS feed.
Go to thechristopprogram.com and click on the Blueberry banner.
Your first month free. We are out of control. And when I say we, forget about the borders. Forget about the oceans that separate us. This is a worldwide epidemic. We can continue to turn our faces and look the other way. We can continue to ignore the problem. But by the time I finish this sentence, more than 3.7 billion hashtags will have been used. What can we do to make a difference? What can we do to ensure the survival of the hashtag? I'll tell you what we do. We simply shit. Won't you please join me today in the fight to save hashtags from extinction? Trust me when I say this, a little shit goes a long way. We, the people of the world, need to take up arms today to ensure the future is bright and riddled with hashtags for our children. Can we all please just join hands and shit for the future of our kids? The following public service announcement was brought to you by Shit. Save hashtags incoming termination. Next time you tweet, hashtag shit to everyone you love.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
I do not, nor will I ever take any of you for granted, because there are a million other things you could be doing, but guess what? You chose to listen to me, and that makes me feel pretty darn good. It really, really does. And I want to thank everybody that's listening. Now, if you're listening on Spreaker, make sure you go over to thechristopprogram.com, because we've got the chat open, and you can feel free to ask away in there. And if you're listening on iHeart or Stitcher, then you're listening to an archive show. So you'll want to make sure you catch us live sometime on the Chris Top program. But if you have questions, you can always tweet or Facebook or whatever. And those links are right there by the chat box as well. I do want to welcome JP we've got in the chat. We've got Martin in here. We've got Allie in the chat. So it's good to see you guys. So get your questions ready. Because we've got Jesse and we've got Aria on the show. And this is going to be fun. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. I'm excited.
I'm excited too, man. I really am. I've been playing your songs all day.
How do you like them?
I love them. I love them. And let me make this clear. I love them all, but I have a habit of doing this, and I don't know why I do it, but I put them in order of how much I like them.
I like that. Let's hear it. I love constructive criticism.
Yeah, and there's no criticism. There's no criticism whatsoever. I love them all, but I save my favorite for last. Maybe I should have said it like that. But I'm not going to tell you what order they're in.
Oh. Why not?
You're just going to have to figure it out as we go.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, it's torture, isn't it?
Are you going to play them in order on the radio?
Yes.
According to what you like? Okay, that's going to be exciting.
That's
so it'll be fun.
Huh?
It's like a little game.
I think I know what it is, though.
So you think you have the order picked out?
Yeah, I think I know what you're going to choose for last.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I going to choose first, though?
Good question.
I think peanut butter. Peanut butter and jelly.
So let's explain everybody, because people are probably clueless right now. They have no idea. Now we've got you both on here. Now what's your relationship?
Oh wow,
Close.
I'd say very close friends. If not, I'm the
adopted son
that was never adopted.
So what's the story? Now you Jesse, you left home at what age?
17.
17. Now how was that? How did that all come about? Why did you leave home at 17?
Me and my mom didn't always get along very well, and I kind of just had the opportunity to get out, and I just took that opportunity, and I struggled for a little bit, and there was a time where I needed a home, and Aria opened up her home to me.
So Aria, what were you? Okay, let me say it like this, because I'm sure a lot of people probably said this to you when Jesse came knocking at your door, or I'm not sure how it worked out. But
he didn't knock.
But how many people looked at you and said, Aria, what are you thinking? You've already got, what was it, is it 4 kids?
4 children. I had 4 children, and 2 of them, one was a newborn, and the other one was not even 2 years old.
Mm-hmm. So did you look at it as, hey, free babysitter?
Oh, gosh, no. Not at all.
So what was going on in your mind? Were you just are you just that type of person, or did you hear voices when you in a dream, or what were you thinking?
Oh, yes, I did actually. One night it was like midnight, and I was awoken from a dream, and I heard, I'm not schizophrenic or anything, but I heard tell Isaiah, which is my son, that if he had a friend that needed a place to stay, that he could stay with me. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what, are you kidding me, God? Like, I've got 4 kids, and at the time I had no job. My spouse had left me, and I really didn't know how I would be able to afford, during a bad economy. I didn't have any idea how I was going to take care of myself and the 4, let alone bring in another one. But you know what? I thought, this has to be important. So I sent a little text message to Isaiah, and I said, hey, if you have any friends that needs a place to stay, you know what? Any of your friends are welcome here with us. Mm-hmm. And he said, okay. Then the next day, literally the next day, walks in Jesse with some bags of belongings and a look of shock on his face, like, how's this all going to work out?
So you took an absolute leap of faith.
Yeah, actually, I call it an absolute leap of obedience to being pushed into a certain direction. Sure. It's one thing to take a leap of faith when you don't know where you're going. For me, I had an idea of what I was doing because it was like intuitively I knew that I needed to do it, so I just did it. So it was more like obedience. Mm-hmm.
So the right thing's not always the easiest thing to do, is it?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Not at all. So Jesse, what were you thinking when you showed up at the door and you see this? I don't guess you knew Aria before that at all, did you?
We had never met.
Never met. No.
Okay, so you see this woman with 4 kids, and you're standing there at the doorway. What are you thinking at this point?
Well, I was definitely quiet and very shy. I didn't want to rock the boat, and when I met her, she was a very nice person. Her son is still one of my best friends, close as a brother to this day, and I heard good things about her from that she was a nice mom, she was a good person. Mm-hmm. So I thought, you know what, this seems like a really nice place that I could stay at, and she was also a musician, so that was a plus.
Well, good. Now, had you had any musical training at all before you went to Aria's house?
Only with drums. I had some lessons when I was younger, but other than that, no. Okay,
so and I always ask this question with any performer that I have on. When did you first realize that this is something that was a passion for you, that this is something that you wanted to do for the rest of your life? How did that come about?
I'd say when I was 15. I think when I was 15, I started getting serious about it, and I released I self-released an EP at the age of 16. So that's kind of when I started getting more serious about music.
Mm-hmm. Now, how old are you now?
I'm 22 now.
So how does what you're doing now compare to what you released when you were 16?
Oh my gosh, I've gone through a lot of trial and error.